We are here celebrating our 2K TV wrap party, and we're going to head into the Triple Threat Park today with two members of Team 2K TV, Danny and John, and one community member, Ebans. Welcome back to 2K TV. We are so excited to have you on the show. Once again, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
In Triple Threat, you can...
Greetings, it's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. I'm Brian Anderson, at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's the Beast in at the shooting guard position. And for Portland, Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Denny Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the 3. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Ayton, no good. Holiday against Henderson. A little mid-range shot is up, and the basket is good.
Really nice balance, good base, solid rhythm. Holiday can be effective when he's got that kind of stuff from the mid-range going. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
The Beast. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
Sharing the ball has always been a strength for Holiday.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Henderson, the pass to Avdia. No good with the triple. Now Holiday. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to the Beast. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction. There's something Henderson is still working on, getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
Tatum passes to the Beast. Takes the 3, counted from distance. The Beast has got 7.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Now here's Ayton. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Now here's Holiday. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
What strength inside from Holiday. Feels like he can score against anyone in the league with that size.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Sharp. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Tatum.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Portland shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And you watch Shaedon Sharp, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. And he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
Here's Kamare. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And they call an illegal screen here. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kristaps Porzingis.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. 10 points for him.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Blazers trail by 9. Timeout called. Portland. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And last time against this squad, they struggled to make free throws.
We're on the lookout for the loudest fans who'd like a free t-shirt tonight. That was awesome, fans. Join
And of
me.
course, you want big men who shoot at a high percentage. Here are the leaders in that category since the All-Star break. Kristaps Porzingis on top. Third is Jason Tatum.
There's a lot of physicality from this group, but also great touch from the field. Most of these guys possess a nice blend of strength and finesse.
Well, you can pretty much count it when they get the ball down low like that. You got to give them credit for working hard to get themselves open. Their percentages certainly wouldn't be as high as they are if they couldn't knock down those open 15-footers.
Both free throws good from Sharp.
The potential of Shaedon Sharpe is so very evident. I mean, this guy, given some more development and time to flourish, he will be an offensive force in this league for a long time.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Now here's Henderson. 5 points in the game. And Sharp the bucket on the assist by Henderson. Sharp's got 5 points.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career. Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Here's Kamari. That one rolls around and rims out. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. On the wing, Holiday. To the middle. Sharp against Porzingis. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Now here's Sharp. Defense right on him. From the left block. And the bucket is good. He's got 7.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Inside, here's the Beast. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the head coach for the Trailblazers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about the star power that they're up against tonight, and he said, quote, "I'm not worried about the highlight reel plays. I'm worried about the relentless nature of that team over there. And the ringleader is Jrue Holiday. He plays every possession on both ends of the floor."
Allie, thank you. Now here's Holiday. 6 points for him. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Kamari. Pass to Avdia. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Misses the layup. Celtics lead by 8. To the paint. Here's Holiday. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
They're really working the paint now.
Here's Henderson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. Timeout called. Portland. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
And guys, we know that you come into every game with a chance of winning, but they were just totally outclassed.
The tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game. That sticks with you a little bit.
Substitution on the court.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Misses off the right iron.
Yikes, how did he miss that? I mean, he makes 9 out of 10 of those.
On the court right now for the Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then it's Derek White. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in at the 2. Blazers trail by 18. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And so it's Boston with it. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. And he makes it.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim. Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
Down low. White, good.
Derek White.
White's got 8 points here in the quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And it's Brown off the drive. White, good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
So it's Portland now. After the basket by Boston. Out to the right wing. Now here's Vincent. He's guarded by White. Ayton, the open look. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Hitting that mid-range shot. This is right now probably the extent of Ayton's range.
Tatum way outside. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Walker, he's checked in for Portland. Now here's Vincent. He's guarded by White. Vincent passes to Sharp. And that one's good. Sharp's got 9.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
To the inside. White uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Celtics lead by 21.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane. Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Second team foul.
Pass to Ayton. To the middle. And he dunks it down.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Walker. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Porzingis, one of those big guys who you don't worry about substituting off the floor late in games. Over an 80% shooter from the line for his career.
So for the Blazers, Klingon comes in for Ayton, and it's Henderson in for Vincent. Now here's Sharp, coming off a 16-point game against Denver.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last match against the Jazz was all business. He contributed 31 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. He and his team are really clicking right now, and you'd love to see that momentum carry them through the rest of the year. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Henderson misses.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Brown gets the bucket.
Terrific initiative from the swing man. Brown is smart at understanding when to look to score inside.
Henderson with it. 9 points in the game. Pass to Sharp. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. This will be his third trip to the free throw line.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
Well, Sharp has such a bright future in this league.
So it's Boston, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Avdia, and it's Kamare in at small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Henderson following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to Ayton. Outside Sharp. Lets it fly. Second chance shot. And Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
Inside. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And Portland's shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pass to Kamare. The shot won't fall. Nice D from Brown. And Brent, what you like about Toumani Camara? He'll get in there and do the dirty work for you.
Well, what a ride for him to get the recognition to become an NBA draft pick. He did all the little things to put himself in a position to succeed, and then all of a sudden can get on the floor and contribute in so many ways. Versatile defender, knocks down some mid-range shots. These are the kind of guys who you love to see build out a career.
Here's Sharp. And he hits it from 9 feet. Sharp's got 14.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Brown passes to the Beast. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. No good from outside.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be having 3 of 4 to start it off.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He's unwilling to give up on that possession. Avdia making a great play.
Down low. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The Trailblazers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
The upside of road trips, like the one they have scheduled, is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
Pass to Kamare. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Now here's Tatum, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Here's the Beast. Good on the bucket. The Beast has got 9 points here in the second half.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Henderson, the pass to Ayton. Now Sharp.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Down it goes. Jam that one home.
And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Trailblazers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life.
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Now here's Tatum. Over Henderson. Tatum, good.
At 6'8" with a nice release point, Tatum's jumper is a tough one to disrupt.
And the Trailblazers call time here.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Walker comes in for Sharp. Grant's checked in for Kamara. And Vincent is subbed in for Henderson. And some changes here for Portland. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Kamara in for Vincent. Cornette passes to Pritchard. Stolen by Ayton. On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Luke Cornette, and it's the Beast in at the 2-guard spot.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
From outside the arc, buries it from 3. The Beast has got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Pass to Kamari. Grant right side. Here's Kamari. Here's the 3. That shot off. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Grant. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
For Portland, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Kamari, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Kamari. Outside for Grant. He shoots. Pass to Avdia. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Avdia's got 6 points in the quarter.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
The Beast. And that one drops. The Beast has got 30.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
On the tape, dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to the Beast. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Avdia attacking. Boston with a rebound. Here's Pritchard. Pass to the Beast. And it's Denny Avdia with the foul. That's his first foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
And some changes here for Portland. Sharp comes in for Kamara, and Vincent is subbed in for Avdia. To the paint. Uses the glass on the layup. The Beast has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And this is win number 60 for the year. A huge milestone for them and a testament to the effort and energy these guys bring every night.
Only a 2-game series and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the Beast.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
40 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's the Beast. Sharp grabs the miss. Now the Blazers on the move. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Pass to the Beast. Puts up a three. Knocks down the triple. The Beast has got 37.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this one.
So we see the Celtics taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game, took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling with a level like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think personally, he's one of the best level 40 rewards just because he had on every 6'11". Bye.
Let's hear it for the starting five for your Sacramento Kings. At the small forward position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 33, Jake Laravia. The other forward, standing 6'8", number 13,
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday out there with the Beast, and it's Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Sacramento, the post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Monk, and it's Laravia in at the small forward. So Doris, for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about two things. It's about maturity, one, but you also have to manage both games. look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
Now here is Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Here's the beast. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
This is exactly why you can't leave anyone on Drew Holiday's team open. He will find your mistake.
Levine wide open, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's the beast. He had 37 points last game out. Second shot opportunity. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now, here's Monk. His last outing, 16 points for him. Kick out to Levine. Oh, good with the triple. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The feed to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Passes to the beast. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Kings ball.
Sacramento's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Double team Sabonis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A load to deal with inside. The strength of Murray makes him a tough cover.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Good on both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Here's Sacramento now, trailing by 2. And there's the pass to LaRavia. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Sabonis' shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Sacramento. Monk outside. Pass to Murray. Here's the 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to the beast. The kick out to Holiday. Shot clock at 2. Let's go. Offensive rebound. Porzingis laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect. Go to the offensive board and cash in.
Passes it to LaRavia. Now Levine. Nailed from three-point land. Levine's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Kings. Tatum looking around. The pass to the beast. From deep three-point land. Rebound by the Kings.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Out to the wing. To the paint. Here's Levine. And the layup's good off the glass. Levine's got 10 points in the game.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Brown outside. To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical. Easy finish for KP.
So the Kings called timeout, their first. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, in their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many.
The Kings trail by 5. They've got Levine. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Sabonis. Then there's Murray. And it's Monk in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Portland was tremendous. He added 37 points, and he was tremendous in that game. That was a season high in points, too. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Buries it down low. The Beasts got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Down low, here's Holiday. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Levine deciding where to go with it. Here's Valanciunas. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Valanciunas has got his first basket.
This guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Given an opportunity, he'll deliver.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. 9-point game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Kings have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Holiday against Monk. Pass to Sabonis. Taken away by Holiday. Here's the Beast. Monk defending. Outside Tatum. Over Sabonis. And the pass by Tatum. Tatum's got 4 points this quarter.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
Levine for 3. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Now a timeout called by Boston, where there's a lot of emphasis on 3-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And the Celtics making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Pass to Tatum. Here's the Beast. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Kings. Monk's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And he never stops working. Murray keeps the feet moving and just never out of control. Great play there inside.
Holiday gets the bucket.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Monk against Holiday. Monk, the pass to Sabonis. Over Tatum. The rebound by Holiday.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Here's the Beast, guarded by Levine.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's Monk. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And he's far from the biggest player, but Monk knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Holiday surveying the floor. To the middle. Shots good by the Beast. 9 points for the Beast.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to go on Sabonis.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Shooting for Boston.
Probably was a grab in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Hard, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Pass to Carter. On the wing, Murray. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's White. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. That'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics out in front, leading by 5. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow right here on...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Kings Youth Dance Team.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they continue to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
On the court for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday out there with the Beast. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint.
This guy's such a talented distributor. Holiday always makes solid passes.
The Kings trail by 5. For 3, Levine. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the Beast. He's got 12. Brown outside. There's the pass to the Beast. Clock at 4. The 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Ball's not loose. One-on-one here. Here's the Beast. That one goes in. The Beast's got 7 now in this quarter.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Monk finds Murray. Off the run. Pass to Laravia. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, great pass from Murray. I like whenever he looks to get his guys involved.
Left side, Brown. The Beast. And it's sent back by Sabonis.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Here's Monk. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Monk's got his second bucket of the night.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Here's the Beast. And the 3 off target. The Kings trail by 5. Here's Laravia. Another shot. And Sabonis finishes it up. Sabonis has got his first points in this one.
Well, Domantas Sabonis has a nose for the basketball. He understands if he keeps moving, he's going to get to the offensive glass.
Monk against Howard. Here's the Beast. Shoots from 12. There's Porzingis, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Porzingis has got 6.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Murray, the pass to Laravia. Good ball movement here by the Kings. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics leading by 5. You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
Porzingis against Sabonis. Here's the Beast. 17 points in the game. Takes the 3. Rebound by Murray.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The Beast passes to Porzingis. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Tatum. White comes in for the Beast. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. Brown, good.
How confident is Jaylen Brown in his handle?
Some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Josh Hart. The Beast comes in for Derek White. And it's Holiday in for Pritchard. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine is out there with Monk. And it's Laravia in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Puts the move on. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's LaVine. Oh, what about that dunk?
My goodness. Body control, flair for the dramatic, LaVine in style.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Here's the Beast, guarded by LaVine. Here's the Beast. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Inside. Here's LaVine. Some solid defense from Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Kings ball.
And so here's Sacramento, trailing here by 8. Left side, LaVine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, the speed at which LaVine comes at you is incredible. Love to see him attack like that.
And so LaVine nails both of them. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And here's Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Fades away. Good. Nothing but net.
Yeah, just credit Drew Holiday for shot clock awareness right there.
They swipe it. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And Holiday throws it down.
The assist.
One easy look.
Number 67.
Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And that's a foul called on the Beast.
Number 67.
That's his first foul.
Personal
And
foul.
the next one puts him in the bonus.
On the wing, Monk. To the middle. Shoots. Heads in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Levine.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Tatum willing it to go.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Levine inside the three-point line. Rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Left side, Brown. Pass to the Beast. His 3-pointers off the mark.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing over there?
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That'll be his second foul of the game.
4th team foul.
Outside, Levine. Goes up with a strike. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Levine's got 17 points here in the second half. Holiday against Monk. And Holiday throws it down.
That's a big-time power move by Drew Holiday. He is so strong around the rim.
The Kings trail by 10. Right side, Levine. A shot, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far as scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
Levine inside the three-point line. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. This is it to Tatum. Down low. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. Porzingis has got the lead up to 13 now for Boston. We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Levine. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 13 with that last one.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Porzingis.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Here's Cada. Offensive rebound. Pritchard makes it off the glass.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And the pass to Sabonis. Harder on the wing. Beyond the arc. That one misses. And so So it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And support is great. Mental toughness that this group showed. They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Ullman, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time